Tests. Hi guys, welcome to the new video. If you're a new subscriber, I upload every day video. 100 subscribers, let's go. I just watched Obi-Wan Kenobi season 1 episode 3 and I wanna share my thoughts, what I think about the episode. It's gonna be spoiler talk and I'm gonna do quick recap. So overall I think this was the best episode so far. I wasn't big fan of the first and second episode. It was fucking parody a little bit. But this episode, the director and the scripts nailed this. It wasn't perfect, but it was the best so far. You can feel the tension, okay, in this episode. The music was very tense, and yeah, the direction of this kid who plays Leia was better. This kid doesn't annoy me as much like in the first and second episode. So good kudos for the direction and for the director and for the dialogues. Dialogues was cool too. So episode starts like basically Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia just have some good dialogue. Not good dialogue, but it wasn't bad. Okay, I wasn't cringing when I heard those dialogues, so it wasn't bad at all. They just talk like, "Where's the Force? What is the Force?" Yes, this annoying kid, not Leia, annoying kid, not as much annoying kid in this one. Asked and he was like, "You are afraid of dark?" Yes, it's something like you just turn the light on. Good dialogue, good kind of talk. And yes, something about those shots. I don't know who was the director of this episode, nailed this episode. So they just landed on, they have some dialogues, and he was like, "Oh, Anakin is alive." And it came full circle at the end, of course. If you watch the episode, you get it. So basically, they just land on some mining planet, and those shots looks amazing. This kind of desert atmosphere, canyon atmosphere, great stuff. They just walking around, and they basically have some kind of place to meet, because this guy just tell them like, you must wait guys, you must meet basically in this place. So they just try to go in this place on this planet, and they explain like this is some kind of mining planet, like there are families, but the empire just came and destroy everything, of course, bad empire, whatever. But it wasn't boring. Those shots, very good stuff. So they just walking around, and Obi-Wan was like, "Hey, nothing, no one is here at this place. This guy just lie. Hope this guy gonna come back like some kind of Jedi fan or whatever. It's a good idea for this character." Wait, guys, I must drink tea. Let's go. So they just walk, and some kind of starship just came with the alien, and I like the twist. Like the alien is very welcome and happy, but at the end he was like, "Oh, search those guys." Good stuff. Because I was worried like they're gonna go with this happy direction. No, they subvert my expectations of good stuff, and it doesn't feel like the last Jedi. Whatever. So they just came to this alien starship. This annoying kid, this Leia character. Maybe I'm gonna call her Leia in this one because she wasn't that annoying. Leia just came. This young girl just came and, "Hey, we must pick up because we are going to this planet, whatever." And Obi-Wan was suspicious, but he came to the starship, and the alien was welcome. So, pretty okay stuff. And they just came to this truck, amazing CGI, amazing stuff. So they just came and just driving and had another dialogue, and we got another plot with the bad guys. I wanna mention the bad guys, and this character, she always she was annoying at the first and second episode, and this one she is not that annoying. So like I said, the director is very good director in my opinion. The director nailed basically the how to give the direction to the actors and everything, because she wasn't that annoying. She just came to this fucking good design of this kind of fortress or whatever, and she just have call with Vader. That was fucking surprising. So we have saw Lord Vader in this one, and Vader was in his fucking fire planet. That's cool detail, like the planet that he just get burned. He was like sitting on the throne or whatever and talking to this stuff like, hey, you're this third kind of person. If you're gonna catch the Obi-Wan, you're gonna be the in charge, whatever. And she was like, okay. So she just came to this fucking fortress and talked to another bad guy. And basically, the another that was a little bit silly moment. If you watch the episode, you get it. The another bad guy just floats her in the air, and it was stupid, a little bit. It wasn't like terrifying or whatever. It was a little bit like, what the fuck is this? So he just flew her and just have talk like, hey, I am in charge, I am next in place, and she was like, okay, we're gonna see. Vader is my friend now, let's go. I'm gonna be his friend, I'm gonna be his right hand. And they have this kind of talk, this character. So someone give her direction like, don't scream, don't make those faces, you're gonna be intimidated if you're gonna just level down. And she was. So good stuff. So basically, they have the talk and they just figure out like, oh, Obi-Wan is in this mining planet, you must send basically the stormtroopers or whatever, and we must basically, no, that was after. I'm sorry guys, but I watched the episode, I don't remember exactly what happened, second by second, but I think it was something like, no, 100% sure, like Obi-Wan just travel with this fucking on this track with this Leia, yes, character. They have some dialogue like, my mother, we, and the kid wasn't that bad acting. Like I said, the directions, everything is in the directions, because in the first and second episode she was like, what the fuck is this? But this, you can a little bit buy this, a little bit, because whatever. So they have the dialogue like, well, my mother, yes, oh, my father. And Obi-Wan just told the story like he will remember his mother and his father flashes, because Jedi took him when he was young. Good stuff, very interesting. And uh, stormtroopers just came on this truck, and it was silly a little bit like, oh, some Jedi. And he talking to Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was like, if I'm gonna just I'm gonna report if I'm gonna find him or whatever. it's it's not that suspicious. Maybe they don't know, basically, like he was the Jedi. They just buy the story like he was farmer, because he was explaining to the stormtroopers like, yes, I'm a farmer. And another is basically the stormtroopers just get out and they travel to this kind of barricade, and the alien just not betrayed them, but was talking to the stormtroopers like, hey, check it out, those guys on the truck, because they look suspicious. And the stormtroopers just came, and the fight scene was a little bit silly, a little bit. I'm gonna talk why. So at the beginning, basically, they just talk to Obi-Wan and Leia like, get out of the truck. They just get out, and this flying robot just came to scan Obi-Wan and start an alarming, and Obi-Wan just shoot the robot. It was cool, and shoot the stormtroopers. And it was little silly, because stormtroopers just have the guns, and point at the Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was quicker, whatever. And it was silly because later on, another, Obi-Wan just kill stormtroopers, and the last stormtrooper just take Leia as a prisoner and point the gun on Leia head, yes, on the kid head. And Obi-Wan was, okay, I just take down the gun, and just shoot him. It was a little bit silly, like, what the fuck? You get the idea, but whatever. So they just get escape, and it was a little bit brutal, like the stormtrooper just, because there is this barricade. If you watch the episode, you get it. It was laser barricade, and the stormtrooper just fell off and just cut in half. It was dark, good stuff. So there's that, and uh, so he just shoot the barricade and run away. Let's go, Obi-Wan, and just punch the alien to fall over and unconscious sleep. You get the idea. Watch the episode. Good stuff, a little bit good stuff. The action scenes are not, very like high level stuff, but it's not bad at all too. I like the music, like I said in this one. I think the music set the climate of this episode. It's like set the vibe. Wait, guys, I must drink tea because I talk and talk. So, they just run away and they just. Oh! And another stormtroopers just came and pointed the gun at them. I remember they just destroyed this barrier. Another kind of stormtroopers just came and another character, and I like this character already. Good stuff. Who direct this? It's not perfect, okay? It's like 7 out of 10. 7 maybe point 0.5 out of 10, but it's better. It's better. And you can see the directions and everything. It set the vibe. It should be serious, not some kind of silly stuff. You should have some silly moments, but first and second episode was bad. This was better. So another character just came and just shoot the stormtroopers and hey, I want to help you. I was you know I was going to this place basically, so they just have a talk and they just drive to the city and they have this talk with this chick who was helping them, uh, and basically she was like, I was going to this place where this guy just told you to meet them, and but something's this kind of stuff, like I was going to this place and I'm just not going to this place, but we meet and just go on this building and hide out, okay? And then the bad guys basically find out like, oh, he killed some stormtroopers, so it's basically the idea like he is on this mining planet, so the bad guys just sent, this is the cool design of the empire, cool stuff, very simple like triangle. So this chick just came and they have talked like, hey, we must go to this fucking planet, mining planet, and they just go. And Obi-Wan just hide on this fucking house, yes, with Leia, and he saw some kind of writing on the wall, like Jedi writing, like, oh, this Jedi was here. And she was explaining like she's working to the Empire and she noticed like Empire is shit, so she became this kind of resistance kind of chick, and it's good stuff. And basically, this is this. They have some dialogue like in this fucking cave or whatever with this annoying kid Leia, and it was surprising. I'm gonna mention at the end because I don't remember exactly every moment, but I remember like they just have to go to basically escape the cave, yes, and just escape the planet. Obi-Wan and Leia. So Obi-Wan just have this strange kind of feeling like something's happened. I was thinking, what is going on? He was afraid of the cave. It was that kind of shot, like he was entering the cave and he has this kind of moment. But no, Vader just came. So Vader just came on the village and started killing people, like choking people. It was good. It was good. No, silly but good. Good stuff. He was choking people and breaking neck of the child or whatever. Like, oh, I am so brutal. We. And I'm gonna mention why this series I think is a bad idea. But wait, guys, I wanna finish the recap. Yes. So basically, Vader just came and killing people, and he was like mm, watching this stuff, and it was strange. Let's run away. I get it. You feel bad, but if you're gonna stop the Vader, just stop the Vader to kill people. Not stare, okay, at this. But if you're gonna just run, just run. It was a little bit stupid. So he kills Vader, a couple of people, and basically Obi-Wan just hiding on the fucking uh, behind the boxes, and Leia character just running to the cave, yes, with this chick, yes, this resistant chick. And they just run into the cave, and Obi-Wan just, Vader just feels Obi-Wan on the boxes, and they just basically was Benny Hill and stuff. They Benny Hill stuff, like running away and catch, running away and catch. Like in the first episode, Leia runs away and catch, In the second episode, Leia runs away from Obi-Wan and catch. In this one, Obi-Wan running away from Vader and catch. It's kind of silly. Stop running away. This is not Ben Hill, okay? I get it. Obi-Wan is kind of in bad shape, but whatever. So we got some cool lightsaber like hey, and the dialogue on Vader, it wasn't silly too. I like the voice of the Vader. It sounds like Vader, but the dialogue on Vader, it wasn't silly. I was thinking they're gonna fuck up the dialogue of Vader because it's hard to write Vader stuff, but no, they not fuck it up. So they have the dialogue like Obi-Wan, you are weak, whatever, blah blah blah, and Obi-Wan just light up the saber and just running away from him, and he was hiding behind the fucking mountains or whatever. And the camera work was good, like he was just turning his face, and turning the lightsaber, like, oh, where is Vader? Where is Vader? You can feel the tension, okay? And this is good stuff. And the music is playing, you can feel the tension, like where gonna Vader gonna came. I know Obi-Wan gonna live because he is in the New Hope, but you can feel the tension even, it's good kind of directing tools, like camera just moving with Obi-Wan like in this direction, where's Obi-Wan, where is Vader, oh, where is gonna attack, good stuff. So basically Obi-Wan just runs away and see Vader, yes, hiding on the fucking mountain and just like turning, where is Vader, and Vader just came and they just have fight. And the lightsaber fight was a little bit silly, like they just threw couple of shots, like boom boom, and they just oh, hold this lightsaber for such a force, and boom 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 boom, and hold this lightsaber. It wasn't like in the prequels, like boom 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 boom, boom, boom very fast. No, it was like boom boom boom. I don't know. So basically, they have the fight. Obi-Wan just was losing, and this chick in the cave with Leia was like, "Hey, I'm gonna help Obi-Wan. Just runs to the tunnel and just meet up this starship guy. He gonna escape before the planet." Okay, and she just run away. I'm gonna talk on this plot on the Obi-Wan. So basically, uh, Obi-Wan, was losing, and Vader just burned this fucking ground or whatever, and just levitate Obi-Wan. It was good to see. I was thinking Obi-Wan gonna resist with his power, but no. He was like levitate Obi-Wan and just threw him to the fire and just burned him. It was brutal and good. Good stuff. Like our hero is basically hurt. Good shit. And Vader was talking some shit to Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan just get burned, and the fire just disappears. Vader just disappeared the fire, and stormtroopers just came, and stormtrooper bring him to me or whatever. And this chick who escaped the cave with Leia, yes, she was escaping the cave to help Obi-Wan just shoot stormtroopers and just blew up this fucking some kind of machinery, and it was fire. And the robot, I want to mention the robot was in the fucking cave, yes, hiding house basically of this chick, yes. Good design of the robot, I like the robot stuff. And he is not talking, good stuff too, good idea, because we saw so many robots just talks or maybe doing some noises. He was like silent robot, good stuff. So basically, robot just came and took Obi-Wan, and they just escaped, run away. And Vader was staring, and he just go back. And basically, another plot was like this chick, evil chick. Vader just told him like, "Hey, don't search, don't basically just intervene." Vader got this. She was searching for houses, and she was finding the house, and she just go to the cave. She saw the basically letters on the cave, like Jedi letters, and she just killed basically the star ship guy who was escaping the Leia and episodes end. Good stuff. You can see, you can write the episode, you can do the episode. This episode was not great, but it's watchable. Like, good music, you can feel the tension, good, how to say, uh, adventure. You can a little bit feel tension, okay, for Obi-Wan. You get it. He gonna be alive. Leia gonna be alive. But the music and the camera work set up the vibe, okay. And the first and second episode was bad, but this was a little bit better. It's getting better, and I hope the director who direct this episode gonna direct another episode from this, cause the first and second episode was bad. Who direct this episode was good director, because they don't play silly, okay, and in this one, and it's good stuff. So I like the robot. If I forget some plot, I'm sorry, but this is basically the idea. Like, this chick tried to be the right hand of the Vader, or whatever. She gonna die, of course, at the end. And why I feel like this is bad idea for the series, because we don't have to. It's better. Don't remember what director says this, but some good director, like, it's better to not know things in some cases than you explain everything, okay. And I can feel like this from now, like, okay, the prequels basically explain, okay, he was fighting the Clone Wars, he was fighting like this, and he was becoming this Obi-Wan in the original Star Wars. We don't have to know those adventures, like, oh, he fighting Vader in this one planet, oh, he gonna fight Vader in this kind of planet. It's kind of boring. Not boring, but it's kind of like you threw in shit to fill up shit, and we don't have to know this stuff, okay. It's like, come on, why, why? I rather not know this fucking adventure, because this adventure is not that cool, if that makes sense. The first and second episode, it wasn't super cool, okay. This episode was a little bit better, but it wasn't like great. So yeah, I was expecting Vader and Obi-Wan to fight. It was pretty nice to see, but it wasn't hype. Like 10 out of 10. It's something like 7.5 out of 10. Outpost. Even Outpost, I feel like some episodes was something like this, or maybe even better. So Outpost, low budget fantasy, can write some good stuff. So I'm not gonna shit on this episode because it was better than the previous one, but this is not high level stuff, if that makes sense, okay. This is like, yeah, cool stuff, Vader games, attacks, killing people, oh, brutal stuff, whatever, tense music, but I don't know. Why you telling this story? It's, I don't know, guys. Of course, she just captured Leia, this, screaming lady right here. She just captured young Leia and episode's end, so it's cool to see Vader and Obi-Wan interact. And I was thinking they're gonna fuck up the dialogue. They're not fucked up the dialogue. They have couple of lines. It's good. You don't have to, through line and line and line, whatever. No, good kind of stuff. Like, they have couple of lines with Vader, and it was good. So yeah, overall 7.5 out of 10. The strongest episode so far. Third episode was the best one so far. So yeah, if I forget some plot, I'm sorry, but I like the robot, the silent robot in this one, and I like the chick character. Of course, she gonna die. I think. So yeah, overall 7.5 out of 10. The strongest episode. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if I forget some of the plot, sorry, because I don't remember exactly. This was a little bit longer episode than the previous one. So yeah, thank you guys. See you on the next episode. See you tomorrow, basically.